Just a few years after the Wright brothers' feat at Kitty Hawk, many of the world's young race car drivers and daredevils were eager to get into the air with their own inventions to experience the thrill of flight. And so it was with two shipyard workers, Lan Maupin, a dredge captain, and the shipyard owner, Bernard Lanteri, who, with little knowledge of flight or aircraft construction, built a one-of-a-kind aircraft known as the Diamond in 1910 at Pittsburgh, California. The two then hired Weldon Cook, a race car driver, to pilot the new machine. Between 1910 and 1912, the craft was demonstrated frequently and set an altitude record of 5,600 feet and an endurance record of some 18 hours, 5 minutes. This achievement earned the men some $7,200 in prize money at the Dominguez Hills meet in Los Angeles. Following the air meet, the Diamond was disassembled and returned to Pittsburgh, where, after many years, it was partially restored for a Yuba City, California fair by the Marysville High School Aero Club. Later, in 1933, it was displayed at the Oakland Airport prior to being shipped to the Smithsonian in 1948. It was stored in crates until the Hiller Aviation Museum took charge of its restoration in 1998. When the crates arrived at the museum, many parts were missing or unusable. Much of the restoration involved building the aircraft from scratch, as can be seen here, with various woodworking operations and metal bonding processes. Later, additional parts were found in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and were acquired for the restoration. As seen in this view, the original wing fabric was totally unusable, and without drawings, much hand fitting and measuring was required. Old photographs obtained from the Maupin family descendants were used extensively to aid the restoration team in its difficult task of rebuilding such a flight relic. Only about 10 to 15% of the original parts were usable as is, and as shown here, almost all of the wing ribs were manufactured new from scratch. Computer-aided design tools were utilized to develop full-scale drawings of many sub-assemblies and of the entire aircraft to aid in its final assembly. And here you see the completed reincarnation of the one-of-a-kind Diamond aircraft, complete with a newly manufactured fuel tank, radiators, and wing coverings. It takes its place here as a monument to aviation history in general and as dramatic testimony to the contribution in aeronautics made by these early aviation pioneers of Northern California.